Howdy folks, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don and I have a gift request from Mr. Nashville himself, Randall Fryer. We met and we had like brunch at Cracker Barrel over by Opryland a few days ago. It was wonderful, but Randall also sent me this hat about 2 years ago, right Randall? It's a Tootsie's throwback hat and I love this thing and I love the timing of this request. It's a gift request, so thank you for the gift and the request, Randall. But it's Joshua Hedley's Let's Take a Vacation. And here's the thing. I happen to wake up in the middle of the night. I normally play like a New York Times game. It's called Spelling Bee. It was a really cool game, but for some reason I do it in the middle of the night if I wake up then. But I also saw an article in the Tennessean. And it was on independent artists who are having a tough go of it, not individual ones per se, but as a class where the top money earners in the biz are absolutely crushing it. They're taking, and they always have. But even though the industry itself is taking in record amounts of money, it's weighted toward the top earners and the ones who are trying to tour. Like Joshua Hedley, he was featured in this article because after 17 years, he's not going to be touring anymore. I think he has 3 more touring dates. If I recall correctly, they were in Texas. But he is a Nashville guy. He lives anyway. Robert's Western World is one of the places where he regularly plays. So I'm hoping if Joshua sees this that you'll reach out so you and I could do a couple of reactions together because I have a feature on the channel where I do reactions with artists. And as far as I know, I'm the only one pushing for this because you hear songs differently and it's just a fun thing to do. But Joshua, after 17 years, is going to be just staying locally because it's so expensive to tour and prices haven't gone up for independent artists, ticket prices. So anyway, Let's Take a Vacation. I'm doing the country's family reunion rendition. Yeah, and there was just a note that I took, Randall. You had said that like you wanted the CFR rendition that was like 9 minutes long, but I didn't see a 9-minute rendition. The rendition of this one was the same as the one Joshua did on Larry's Country Diner, which was about 5 minutes long. So that's the one by default I had to go with because I didn't see the other one. So, all right, guys, with that intro, here we go. And maybe the pendulum will swing back where people are like, you know what? I don't want to spend $500 for a ticket anymore. I'd rather go see a local independent artist and maybe spend $40 or $50 for the night, you know?
Let's take a vacation and fall in love again. Go back to where we started, when you fell for me back then. Remember how you told me that our love would never end.
This is so real.
Let's take a vacation, fall in love again.
And that can happen once you get with each other alone.
We can go out to the country, take some time to clear our heads.
Great.
Maybe go on down to Florida, get some sand in the bed.
Pros and cons to that.
As long as we're together, I don't care what town we're in. Let's take a vacation, fall in love again. Well, honey, it's been a long time since we last fanned the flame. And even though it's been forever,
Love that steel.
my feelings for you have never changed. You say your
Joshua
heart's
wrote
been
this.
broken, and that it's hard to love again. Well, we can talk about that later, after our vacation ends.
Trust is a biggie.
Let's take a vacation and fall in love again.
That was nice.
Go back to where we started, when you fell for me back there. Remember how you told me that our love would never end. Let's take a vacation. We can fall in love again.
Yeah, Rhonda is always there. Oh, on every episode of CFR, Rhonda is there. She's a mainstay. I'd love to do a couple reactions too with Rhonda. You hear things very differently when you're going to do a reaction because you got to comment on it. And you're commenting to a different audience than you might be when you're listening to a demo or something in the studio or a first cut or something, and you're talking producer language and band language and all that. That when you hear songs differently, it's the content. It's when did that piano come in? Was it seamless? Was it no? There's so many different elements that you hear, and it's just fun. It's like, in a sense, kid in a candy shop if you love traditional or if you love bluegrass or Western or folk. But if you love really what I consider to be under the country umbrella, the non-bro country umbrella, there's a lot in there in the narrative development. And then this one too, because me, like being a life coach and a philosopher, a social philosopher as well, that this is very real. And, can you go back and rekindle it? Yes, but that can set you up for failure in the sense that you may be trying to recapture something that you only capture once, which is the initial adrenaline, the initial dopamine rush, if you will, from, oh my God, the possibilities for the future. I remember when I had my boat up in New Jersey, right? And it was on the Manasquan River, which we were 4 miles upriver, which is about as far upriver as you could get and still have a marina. We were at the Manasquan River Club, and the first time we took the boat out to the ocean, and it was a Sunray Sea Dancer 260. It was about 28 feet, but it was a single screw, so it was a pig in the water. But I remember when we first went out to Manasquan Inlet, out the ocean, to the ocean, and I looked, and I saw this huge expanse of water, and I realized, like, the next stop is, like, Europe. And I'm like, oh my, and that's what it is to fall in love initially. When you're first dating someone, you're like, oh my gosh, I really like her, or I really love her. I really like him. I love him. So to try to recapture that feeling can be like a false construct. You're not going to get that feeling again, but you can get a more mature feeling of falling back in love, of rekindling, of realizing, wait a minute, we do love each other. It's just different. And it's not worse. It's that, I remember when I was first dating somebody, this is decades ago, of course, before my marriage. And we used to hold hands all the time. And then there came a point where we weren't holding hands as much. And I was like, oh my gosh, she doesn't like me anymore. What's going on in the relationship? This is what's going on in my head. Like, why aren't we holding hands nearly as much? And it's because it is nice to hold hands, but initially it's part of the affirmation process that, like, I love being near you. So you hold hands and it's beautiful, but you don't need that as much later. And then if you get married, let's say, and then you have kids, you don't even have time to do that. It doesn't mean the love went away. It just means circumstances changed. That's where I say it could be like a false adventure, if you will, or attempt to get back to those exact same feelings because as initially in the relationship, because later you may be more mature. The love, the joy, what you experience with one another, the trust, the commitment, all that, it can still be firmly in place. You just need to remind each other of that or realize it. And going on vacation can be a big part of that where, yeah, you take an extended weekend, you go away for 3-4 days and just be with one another and just chill. And at first it can feel like a fault-finding mission, like what went wrong? Or were we wrong? But maybe you don't need to go there, but you certainly need time alone to just experience the joys and just, sometimes I tell my clients who are really uptight or really tightly wound, or even sometimes my friends, if they're going through a difficult time in their relationship or getting divorced and they don't, or they're post-divorce and they don't know how to process it. I said, look, sometimes you just need to say F it. Like basically, you don't have to care about everything. Stop analyzing and all that stuff. If you want to just love somebody in the context of the song again now, especially the person that you're married to or you're with, just take some time to be with each other. Go on a date night. Go out, just have fun, do something ridiculous even, and just laugh. Laughter is a big part of it. So I could go on a song like this because this is life right here. This right here is life. Randall, my friend, what'd you do to me? All right, I'm going to rate this song. And yeah, I love the steel in this too. And even when the fiddle came in, but I know the women in the audience, I was mindful, I think Rhonda in particular, because she was right there. But like, oh yeah, the women are going to love this. Where a guy's like, hey, let's go do this. Let's try this. He's got ideas. I'm out of ideas. Man, I'll go with my husband's ideas. Is a 9.2. And I think I just rated a George Jones song a 9.2 or 9.3 anyway. But this is life right here. Independent artist, life. There you go. Randall, thank you, my friend. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. And Joshua, reach out to me. My email is there. I'd love to do a reaction or two with you and just, that'd be fun. I'll come to you. And it takes an hour. It's real easy. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.
As long as we're together, I don't care what town we're in. Let's take a vacation and fall in love again.